morning. We are on our way to the state of Oregon. We don't really know where in Oregon, probably Portland or Eugene, depending on how long we can drive. We left our hotel in Napa Valley at 7:30 in the morning. Plan is to drive about 500-600 miles and get a hotel in Oregon and then drive to Vancouver tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll be able to leave early tomorrow and beat the holiday traffic trying to cross the border. I have my regular co-passengers with me. Yunti, say hi.
Hi.
Simba.
I'm sleeping.
Then there's Shubho right there. So there was an accident on I-5 out of San Francisco, which is why GPS brought us through other routes, and now we've finally merged with I-5 North, which really for another 500 miles we keep going on I-5 North until we reach Oregon, and then we take an Oregon State Road towards the northeast from there. So we are on I-5 North for another 490 miles. This is a lot of ranches here. Again, dry as we get out of Napa Valley. You see some farms, so there are lots of strawberry, cherry, blackberry farms around this place. As we get into Washington, you'll see more farms. But yeah, so it's a mix of dry, arid land and then plantations along the way. I'll keep you posted.
We're driving through the national forests of Northern California before we cross the border into Oregon, and it's been a fabulous drive. Very, very pretty scenes, lakes coming up on both the sides. Ritwik has thoroughly been enjoying this drive. So we have stopped for lunch on our way to Portland, Oregon, in a small town called Ashland, and they have a nice little patio for dogs and a huge variety of food. So they have the main menu, and then they have the gluten-free menu. Everything is both sides. Then they have the vegetarian menu. Then they have the vegan menu. Again, both sides. And then they have mocktails and cocktails and wine and beer. And then they have a fur baby menu for dogs. How cool is that? Our second restaurant in California where we've seen a dog menu. And that's great because I didn't have eggs for Shubho and Simba. They are going to have chicken and rice for lunch. And mentioning them, they are back from their little walk. am extremely, extremely hungry. So we requested for a table in the corner where they aren't jumping at the waiters and all the food passing by. But yeah, looking forward.
These are animal ranches. Some of the best beef in America comes from here. Probably be able to see the cows and the buffaloes grazing. Support ranchers, eat beef. We should soon be crossing the California border into the state of Oregon. We are just about entering Oregon. We might stay in Oregon today, or we might cross over to the state of Washington and stay there. We're yet to figure that out, but we're doing pretty good with time. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon. We've done 300 miles already today. Probably going to do another couple hundred, maybe 250 miles before we call it a day. For the first time on this trip, Niyati is driving in Oregon. I was too sleepy, so I pulled over and she is driving. See how that goes. So we are going past the city of Salem, Oregon. That's about 50 miles from Portland, where we're going to stay the night. Simba is wondering why we've not gotten out of the car yet. Typically we're at our hotel by about 4:30. It's about 6 o'clock now, kind of their meal time, so both dogs are getting a little restless. Niyati's been driving for the last couple of hours since I was feeling sleepy. Well, if you see the traffic on the other side heading out of Portland, it's dense traffic for quite a few miles now. It's really the reason why we did a bit of a stretch today to come into Portland, so that tomorrow when we have to cross the border and get into Canada, given the Memorial Day holiday and a lot of people traveling, it is still going to be backed up. But if this is anything to go by, I think we did the right thing by getting a head start today. We're almost there. We are currently 11 miles, 13 minutes from our hotel. We got a Hilton right on I-5. That way we don't spend any time going in and out, and we're able to get sleep tonight, but at the same time we're not, there are cops everywhere, as you see. Yeah, so once we get to the hotel, we'll show you what a random Hilton can look like. We should be there in another 13 minutes. First glimpses of Portland.
So we are at the Riverside Park, just outside of Portland. This is where our hotel is as well. Although we have left for a quick walk with Shubho and Simba. They've been sitting in the car for almost 4 hours, and so we thought it would be best to make them walk a little bit. Lovely hotels around the park with very cute restaurants, and right there is Simba. Cute little restaurant or a hotel, I'm not sure, but everyone's having dinner by the riverside. Looks really nice. We are heading back to our hotel. Shubho and Simba have done their business We'll be checking in. Meanwhile, here comes a very cute golden retriever. Hey.
What's her name?
Her name's Nougat.
Nougat?
Yeah, what about these guys?
Simba and
Oops.
yeah.
Shubho.
He's talking to us sometimes.
All fun. Dogs greeting each other.
Good morning from Portland, Oregon. We are out this beautiful, gorgeous morning by the riverside, and we're going to be running with the dogs. We are heading out to Vancouver today, but before we head out, we're out with the dogs.
Good morning, everybody from Portland. It is Saturday, May 24th, and we are heading out to Vancouver today. So, about 300 miles away. We will be passing through Seattle and then crossing the border into Vancouver. And in Vancouver, we are planning to stay with Ritwik's family for a few days before we head back home to New Jersey. We were in Portland for just one evening and stayed by the river here, which is River Willamette. So in the evening and in the morning we went for walks around the river with the dogs. We are going to step for a few minutes for breakfast at a Starbucks close by, and then we will head out. So if you're wondering what these two guys are doing, they're just waiting for Ritwik. He has stepped out to get our breakfast from Starbucks. There wasn't a drive-through, so he's actually gone to the store, and these guys are just waiting for him.
Alright, we finally headed out of Portland and we got a Starbucks. It was probably the hardest Starbucks I've ever been to find. It was in the middle of a hospital on the top of a cliff. Good adventure to start the morning, but now we're caffeinated and heading to Vancouver, crossing the international border. This is the exit to Vancouver in the state of Washington. Of course, we're going to Vancouver in Canada, British Columbia.
And sure enough, as we are entering the Tacoma, Seattle area, you can see the traffic on the other side. Everyone trying to escape the city for the Memorial Day weekend. Luckily, our side of the road is okay so far. But on the other side, it's a messy start to the long weekend. Which is why we wanted to leave early, even though Vancouver is not that long of a drive from Portland. But we just didn't want to hit this kind of traffic. So far, so good. Knock on wood.
Driving through Seattle, getting a lot of traffic. It's not terrible, but it is heavy traffic. Memorial Day weekend. A lot of cops. Seattle coming up. Downtown Seattle. There.
So we're passing through Seattle and the dogs are up. We've noticed that they wake up when the speed suddenly changes, when they hear traffic, when it's changing a lot of lanes. They just, they get a feeling that we're either stopping somewhere, we're gonna get food. But it's amazing how they learn the cues and pick up on the clues. But that's Simba checking out Seattle. Yay! We've come all the way to Seattle. Can you believe it, Simba? Can you believe it? Yay! I saw Shubho standing up as well and checking out the buildings, but I guess he's had enough of it and has gone back to sleep. But that's Simba enjoying the view. He's trying to get in a good spot, I guess. Little munchkin. While Ritwik is maneuvering through some heavy Seattle traffic, let me show you very pretty Seattle Harbor.
It's a doggy party in the traffic. In the middle of the traffic, we have a doggy party. Shubho, what's the doggy saying?
Right, we're at the border, custom and immigration just half a mile away. You can see Canada right there.
Oh, Canada,
We're waiting to cross the border.
home and native land.
A lot of green outside here. This is called the
Love
Arch
in
National Park, which is
all
shared
us command.
between so between the states of Washington and US, British Columbia and Canada. It's called the Peace Arch because up ahead there is the Peace Arch.
From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand
right
on
there.
guard for thee.
Blocking the
God keep our
children
land
of common mother.
glorious and free.
This is
Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
So we are in Canada. This is Surrey in British Columbia, one of the suburbs of Vancouver. The border crossing took us about 40 minutes, a busy port of entry. But immigration was quite interesting. The officer was very amused by the New Jersey license plate and was wondering how did we come all the way to Vancouver Was very interested in some New Jersey laws as well, and you know, how did we make it so far. But otherwise a smooth immigration. We are now going to our lunch place, and we are famished, so hoping for a quick service, and then we will head to Burnaby, another suburb of Vancouver, where Ritwik's family lives. Okay, so after the border crossing, we've come to this restaurant called the Bennett Craft and Kitchen. It's literally a 4-minute drive from the border, so it was just perfect. We've placed our orders. It's almost 3 p.m, so we are very hungry, and Shubho is waiting for the food, and so is Simba. So much so that every person that walks out of that door, Simba is climbing on them, thinking they're bringing his food. Right, Shubho? Yes, yes. Mum time. Mum time.